What, with Andy?
Well, I mean, I'm not worried about those two together. I think that's great. I think I worry about Beric and potential choices he may or may not make. I know you remember in the past a lot of people were in positions where they were forced to make deals.
Yeah.
I think Beric is doing good things from what I understand anyway. I think Beric is doing good things as the police department, and frankly, they need a chief there that can help develop things further and push everything to a functional standpoint. Um, and I worry that this situation will get him involved in a way that will compromise him as chief. So I had a chat with him the other day, and in this exact spot actually, and I said that if he's put in a position where he has to make some kind of choice, then I would be there to make that choice for him, not in a sense that would be negative for him or anyone else other than me. I guess I guess what I'm trying to say is I would offer myself to Norman in some kind of way to stop him being dragged into a position where he's compromised. And I want to say, Richard, I'm offering the same to you, Rhodes and Flop.
As much as I appreciate that, I don't think that's going to be needed, Jackie.
Don't think so?
I've made it very clear that Norman, at least from I can't talk for Beric, but going in from the start, I didn't even tell Matt. I didn't tell Flo. I didn't tell anybody that he was back, just to make sure that there was no chance of them even finding out about him, or no deals, no nothing. And I had a conversation with Norman. It's been confirmed through the pages that Andy read yesterday. As long as we stay far away, he ain't gonna bother us, and we ain't gonna. There's gonna be no trouble this time. So, I think we should be fine. Beric, I think he made a promise with Andy, as far as he told me, that he wasn't gonna make no deals or do nothing like that with him. And I think he cares about Andy a lot, and he's not gonna mess that up again. I think they had a pretty big falling out.
Are they good now?
Last I spoke was about a week ago, and it wasn't too great then. So I don't think he's going to take a chance and mess it up again. And he's a man of his word, so
I agree. But even people with their words in situations like that can change under specific circumstances.
sure.
So I guess that's what my worry is. With you, Flop, and Rhodes, if you say you're okay, then you're okay. The offer's still there if it ever comes down to it. I'm in a position, I'm not a police officer anymore. I'm not a criminal either. But I am in a position where I don't have to follow a specific set of guidelines per se. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to say to you. But the fact that you gave 5 pages to Andy, that's a massive help. So thank you for that.
My only hesitation with that, I want to explain, I guess, was initially it came from not wanting to be a part of his whatever this. I thought initially this might be another one of his games, right? Another little thing that he set up to push us together and cause suffering like he always does. But he said no strings attached, all of this kind of stuff. And after reading my pages, which I haven't got them anymore, you'll have to get them off Andy. It does seem like he's saying goodbye. And I didn't think I was going to go back, so I thought nothing more of it. But then Flop got a text, and he had to go down and grab his ones. Which I'll tell you now, the last 2 pages, the ones that Flop's got, so the last 2 of the book, you can't read them aloud. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I think they'll be pretty important to you. Just don't read them aloud. He said that. I don't know what happens if we do, but just don't. Anyway, when we went down there, I told, after Flop got his pages, I told him to go. And it might have been stupid, but I wanted to see if I could confirm my suspicions like an idiot. But I spoke to Norman. And I said, Norman, you know there's better ways to say goodbye. And he said, yeah, you're probably right. That was it. And I left. But my concern is, and I spoke to Andy about this, if he's going, if he's leaving, who's taking his place?
That is the question.
So, what I'm thinking is, if Norman's going out of his way to say goodbye by giving these pages to people like this, to specific individuals, mind you, to me, Flop, you, Andy, then whoever's going to get these last, was it 3 pages?
Yeah.
I don't know. My worry is he's giving those pages to people he considers possible replacements. Now, I'm not going to do it. I've got family to take care of. Andy's not going to do it. I'm not letting my son do it. And I don't want you to do it.
I don't want to do it either.
That's what I'm worried about. Just a theory, but I don't know. I feel like we're missing a few pieces of the puzzle, and I'm worried what's going to happen when we put it together.
I worry about who. I'd be surprised if there's 3 other pages out there and we don't know who has them. I would be very surprised if they didn't have the rest of it too.
The rest of the book?
Yeah. Maybe at least parts of it. I don't know. Maybe we were all doing the same thing and trying to get the pages together.
It's possible. But again, I said to Andy, I don't like it, but there's a part of me that feels sorry for him. Norman, that is. And it's really been tearing me up since after you called me and after I got my pages. It took me a good few days. I mean, even still speaking to Andy, I still hadn't made the choice as to what I wanted to do. I really considered just throwing them in the fire and burning them and just doing absolutely nothing with them because I didn't want to play along. But then just reading the pages and stuff like that, and I mean, you've been in this from the start. You know what kind of person he is and all the bad shit he's done, but I think in a fucked up way, the position that he's in now and the position that he's had for the past 9 years, I think it might be the only place that he's ever really felt like he belongs, and now that's been taken away from him, and I do feel bad. And I was saying it to Flop, and I was saying if it was somebody else, if it was you, Jackie, or if it was Flop, or if it was Cody in his position, then I'd want to help him say goodbye. I'd want to help him move on to the other side. It doesn't matter what he's done in the past. He's still someone that's stuck in between places. So that's why I think it's the right thing to do. But we still got to be careful because we don't know the consequences of what we're doing.
That part is right. I don't know if I could ever feel sympathy for him. I think he's exactly where he's supposed to be. Everything that I went through with him, and when I first met him, was probably, well, was one of the biggest cases of my career. And the effect that it's left on me since, especially when he stabbed me at the execution. After I've recovered, I realized that we were truly never ever safe, nor was I ever really in any kind of control. Under my command, we somehow managed to let Norman be snuck a knife during the court case, or during the transport, or in prison, or somehow. I don't know. But that helped me realize that I wasn't in control of everything that was going on around me. Which I guess is a good and a bad thing, to be honest. I don't know. I struggle to have any kind of sympathy for him, especially what he did to some of my closest friends at the time. What he did to Coop. I'm glad it happened the way it happened. I'm glad that he was executed the way he was. And him coming back 5 years later in the situation that he's in still now makes sense. He was always kind of glorifying himself, saying, I am death, etc., etc. You know, his journal, the original journal that I found in his house by the lighthouse, basically was what helped us convict him easily. He is not the kind of individual that could have been amongst other humans. The way he spoke in that journal, it disgusted me. He really felt like he was some kind of god. Or was destined to be. And at the time, I was thinking, you know, someone with that kind of ego, that kind of, you know, ultimately it would be their downfall. But for him, it was different. He actually became what he said he always was. Yeah. But I'm glad that you gave those pages to Andy, because they will help a lot. So I'll get in touch with her regarding those and see what we can figure out.
Yeah. I don't think he would have given pages to... I don't think he would have given copies to other people. I think he's given them to specific people. That's my thoughts anyway. I think he's given them to people that he spoke to as his... That's, you know, people who spent time with, like you and me and Andy and Flop. That's why I thought maybe I suggested Andy, like maybe Winston. I think she might reach out at Orwin.
Yeah,
I thought
I'm working
maybe
on that
like
too.
some of Bundy's family and all that, because you know they try to kill the guy. I don't know whether he obviously gave Flop was part of that, and give him some pages. So I don't know, but I'm gonna stay out of it. I told Annie I'm just gonna once she has all the pages, then I want to know then. But until then, I'm just gonna stay out of it.
I respect it. In the
Probably for the
meantime, if you
best.
get any contact from him, could you let one of us know?
Of course, yeah.
Thank you. I hope you keep yourself safe, Richard. I hope you keep your family safe too. If there's anything I can do, just let me know.
I might be calling in that favor sooner rather than later, Jackie. There's some shit going on, but maybe I'll fill you in when it gets pretty serious. But I'll let you know. All right.
Yeah. Whatever you need.
I appreciate it.
I'll hopefully see you soon, Richard. It's nice to catch up.
Yeah, you chill. Take it easy, okay?
I'll do my best.
Jackie's got a nice car. What the fuck? You're right, mate.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I promoted somebody and then I really needed units, so I had to attach to a call. I'm all good now.
You're okay.
What's up?
No, I was just seeing if anything's going on this morning or last night.
Yeah, actually.
Oh god, what now?
Our friend
What?
received a phone call. I was asked to pass along the two things that shall go unnamed to a specific person, and I was asked to relay any questions that they had. So I went to that specific person. I handed them over.
I did that already.
Who'd you hand it to?
Andy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I handed them to Andy, and all he asked was if she had any questions. I relayed the questions, and I instructed Andy that no questions are to be asked to me, and if you have any questions, you know who you have to ask them to. And then we had an awkward stare, and then I got in my car and I drove away. So I figured you were getting on duty. Are you
I was getting on duty, and then I went and had a conversation with Jackie Snow about this whole thing. So
how's Jackie doing?
He's all right. He seems a bit I don't know, I'm a bit worried about him, I'll be honest.
You're worried about Snow?
Yeah. He offered to it's not unusual for him, but he said if we ever had to do anything or make any choices for Mr. Lighthouse that he would do them for us instead,
Oh God, no.
which worries me. I said when it comes to us, he's got nothing to worry about, but
I hope he doesn't. I hope Snow doesn't look at himself as like,
I
I
think
don't
he
want to
might.
use the word replaceable, but you know what I mean.
That's what I'm worried about.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I don't know whether because he hasn't got PD anymore. I don't know whether he feels like he hasn't got nobody no more. You know what I mean?
yeah. I gotcha. Were you coming to MRPD?
Yeah, I'm coming on duty in a minute. Yeah, let's go fuel
Okay.
up.
No, you're good. I'm gonna make some coffee, and then I'll meet you here.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Was that a code word? Was that a code? Did he? Was that a code word? Code word. He did the code word thing. Either he did the code word or he's just been an idiot. He said the thing. He said the thing. Or Chris is a potato. We'll find out. If he's done that for real, I'm going to be so proud. Oh my God, I'm going to be so proud. If he's done that for real, I'm going to be so proud. All I'm saying is the mob family AU is really coming true with this shit. Okay? With fucking code words and fucking family secrets and phones in glove boxes. So all I'm saying, you guys are getting, you fucking fanfic enjoyers are getting all the tea. I'm on that song book. Coffee's so commonplace it's hard to tell. We'll find out. What the show? Da 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 da. That thing is so ugly. Here I go. Meanwhile, Matt is frolicking. He's really frolicking right now. He has no idea what's going on. Do 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 do. To BD. No, hey, Bam Bam. Hey, Bam Bam, sussy. I need to change that first person cam. Oh, wait! My cinematic cam is back! Fog! I can crash in cinematic view again. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I didn't think. I haven't checked the fucking app in days. Don't go. NoPixel. Bam bam. Ding doink. Backstory. Ding 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 doink. You so I love you so. Please break my heart. All I can think of is the remix for this song. Dun, 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 dun. That's the one I can think of. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Does all the D&Ds know the music? I don't think so. I can let them know though. I love you so. I love you so. I love. What the fuck is that red smoke? I need so. I love you so. I love you so. You are indeed leaking your own thing. I need a volume button to reset my volume. What the hell, Needy? Why? It's a good song. Okay, we'll go back to. We'll get off this the dramatic music now. Hold on. You're trying to change playlists that I haven't got set up on a button. It's so difficult. And drive at the same time. There you go. Better. Hey, he's all Harry Potter soundtrack. Okay. Come on. I feel attacked, okay? I feel personally attacked. Because it's true. I'm taking a photo with this. That's me. Takes photo. Why is Martha in a bush? Someone's gonna bump into my car. All right, let's go see if Flop was being real or not. I heard him.
Yeah, well, he stole my Camaro, so I stole his shitbox. What? What? I gotta go. Daft, you thin fucking ice.
Love you, Flop.
Jesus Christ.
Are you wearing clothes?
Yeah, I was about to actually go off duty. Okay, so obviously I hope you picked up what I was putting down.
Hey, you want to go? You want to go grab a coffee? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll.
All right, come on. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go sign off.
All right.
He actually did it. Woo! Yeah. Sorry, we had to celebrate.
I gotta sign off too.
I'm so proud.
All right. How you doing today?
Yeah.
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 Okay. You want to take my car or take your car?
What kind of question is that?
Well, I'm just asking. I'll go park my car.
A Poke car.
All right. Honestly, I could have talked to you in person, but
Let's put
this.
phone in the glove box.
Oh.
And electronics. I put my Pixel tablet in there too.
All right.
Don't forget which one's yours, please.
Yeah, no, I won't. I won't. I'm gonna GPS something. So, I wanted to share something with you.
Okay.
Earlier today, I had a call at the fun house.
What's the fun house? Is that a brothel?
Place where, no, it's where like Chatterbox lives and runs. And
Oh, the clowns?
yeah. Let me. Oh God, this is bad timing. Let me text Remington real quick. There's a reason for it. Bear with me. Oh my God. All right. Okay. I'm gonna have to let Remington know. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to let Remington know that there's concerns and to be careful what I'm texted. But so I went to the fun house, which is that big old. Do you remember where people used to refer to as like Grandma's house?
Yes.
That building.
You want me to go there?
No. Go to the GPS markers. So the reason.
Well, can you tell me where it is? I'm not very good at following GPS.
You're fine. If you honestly go Great Ocean Highway, we're going up to Polito.
Oh, we're going to Polito. Okay.
Yeah. I'll kind of give you a rundown as to the timing on this could not have been any more perfect. Because I was gonna just talk to you at the PD, but I got a text from Remington or a call from Remington saying that you found one, and that one is what I found earlier while I was at Grandma's. So I had a report of a gun that was possibly ditched there. So we were looking around and I was checking rooftops and stuff. And you wouldn't fucking believe it. I came across a security camera velcroed on the side of a building. Detachable. It looked really easy to just kind of pick off if I wanted. Right. And I went to the meeting today and I showed the photo to everybody and I said, has anyone ever seen one of these? And somebody jumped up and said, ooh, I would really, I know that Weasel News people get it when you're in good with the people over at Weasel News. And apparently you can get them from Weasel News. And so people were asking, man, I'd love to know where to get one so I could use it, you know, for maybe drug calls or something.
Nope.
Yeah. You know what somebody said though?
What?
Somebody said, oh, well, I know that First works at Weasel News, and I'm sure he could probably get you one if you needed it. And immediately all the like stars in my head fucking aligned, and I walked out of the room and I pulled Maple. I said, did you hear what was just fucking said? He goes, yep. I said, okay. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to say it out loud. Not that it means anything, but if we're going to be, if we're going to be committing, fairness on this, Siobhan was also interested as to where to acquire one while at the meeting.
Who was the officer that brought up that they knew where it was from?
It wasn't an officer. It was Chastity.
Okay, that's actually good because I can talk to Chastity.
Yeah.
And we got a pretty good relationship. So she, because I wonder where she found it out. Because I would imagine, because first is when I was talking to him, he said he was legitimately. He said he was renowned by Weasel News as like one of the best reporters in the city. So along with, I think he mentioned Ursula Leichenberg and another name I didn't recognize. So it wouldn't surprise me that the how would I say this, that the people who can acquire this type of equipment is a very small pool of people at the minute, which is why I was thinking about maybe going and trying to talk to one of these news people and maybe even hiring one of them to, I don't know, but I thought that maybe if there's a very small group of actual news reporters and a very large group of criminals and people who only want to work the news to try and get this type of equipment, then they're all going to be very buddy-buddy with each other. And so if I was to try and be like, hey, can you look into this news reporter for me? They're probably not going to want to do that. And they're probably just going to tell on each other, right? They're just going to tell each other that's happening.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree, and I think that's kind of where our problem lies. But to think that there is a very confined group, the reason that we're going up to Polito is because Remington just called me and said that she found one around Polito, and I told her earlier. I didn't give her details, but I said, yeah, there was some weird stuff, apparently some stalker situation, so I'm just checking for cameras. And I told her, hey, if you happen to see these security cameras, they're round and everything, just let me know. So I just got a call from Remington saying she didn't tell me what she found, but she was very inconspicuous and said I found one, which was good enough for me.
Okay. Has Duncan followed up about that situation at the house yesterday?
To be honest, I have not asked him because I don't know if I should ask about following up on something that... Let me re-clarify. The Etta situation or the asshole dumbass situation?
The people that were at the house with a gun and a wrench.
Yeah. I haven't seen Duncan today, actually, funny enough.
No, you haven't, okay.
Yeah, no. If you were talking about the Etta situation with the text, I'm staying away from that because of...
Okay, that's fine. I'm more on about
conflict.
that's your house. You can follow up all you like as far as I care.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, we should really talk to Remington and maybe give her a bit of money if she's gonna...
I have no problem giving her like 20 grand and just telling her, if you ever need anything, let me know.
Yeah, just keep an eye on the house for us if you're up here all the time. Keep an eye out
Remington
for
is
it.
incredible.
I mean, she's a detective. Maybe we give her a job as a private eye.
She would do it.
Counterintelligence, right?
This is where I got pinged. Worst case scenario, I will just call.
Maybe she's underneath.
Maybe. You want to check underneath?
Yeah, I'll come down on the beach. Hold on.
Okay. I'll grab my phone and call real quick. Just be mindful on what you say. Ooh.
Surprise.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
I actually did see you. My god.
What the hell were you?
I was right behind that rock. I'm incognito.
No,
Blending
that's
in.
Yeah, you. I mean, they worked.
I'm gonna put my phone in the glove. Give me a second.
Why?
So, the reason I said
Dark.
don't.
Hey,
The reason I said don't say anything else on the phone is because there is either a chance or suspected reasoning that my phone and various other people's phones are either uh, being listened to, being tapped into something. So when you said I found one, I immediately said ping me and say nothing.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier when y'all were at the house, Maple gave me his phone number and he texted me a picture of some dome security cameras and said that y'all found one or something and to keep an eye out around at his house.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally just found one. I thought it was a bunny on the hill and I was like, oh my god, bunny. And, I got a camera
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking around and it wasn't moving. And then I looked closer and it was on camera. And they placed it on the ground.
Huh.
they.
I don't know when they placed it. I know
Oh,
when
so
they
you didn't
placed
see
it
anybody
earlier, I just saw.
specifically?
Yeah, I didn't see. I only saw the camera because I thought the camera was a bunny.
Did you get a photo?
No, but it's still there. I mean, I got away from it and I called Flop.
Okay, whereabouts is it?
It's on the south correction, southwest corner. On the hill, on the back side of the chicken factory. So it's on public property.
Be ashamed if it went missing.
You want to see it?
I kind of do,
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about somebody watching it.
I'm not. That much.
Y'all aren't very incognito.
I think me and Flop are beyond that point, I'm afraid, Remington.
It's a very unfortunate situation. I am going to fill you in more because I actually want to ask a favor from you, and I think Dark and I
Yeah,
talked
me
about
too.
it. So.
Yeah. We'll follow you, okay, Remington? Then we'll talk afterwards, okay?
Okay.
We've got a job for you.
Oops.
That doesn't sound illegal.
I'd be pretty good at I'd be a pretty good mob boss. What do you think?
You know what's funny? As much as I want to laugh at that, I think I think you would actually be pretty good.
Thanks, son. That means a lot.
This is good because I at least want you to see what this thing is.
That's a hot dog.
Are either of you hungry, by the way?
That's a hot dog.
Are you starving?
Alice said she was gonna give me food like an hour and a half ago, 2 hours. Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
All right, so you see the hill with the big dark red tree leaves?
The one to actually you don't have a compass. Yes. The close one or the one on top of the hill?
To the
Where is this at?
east side. The tree with the dark red leaves.
Yeah.
It's at the base of it. On the east.
Okay. Mind you, I don't have my phone. God forbid, under any circumstance that it's being tapped, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
It might be them. I was on the roof over there looking around because I've been trying to see if I can find. I think somebody's growing weed or something around here because they keep finding fertilizer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to look through the hills and stuff. And I saw it.
We're not gonna pick this up, by the way. We're gonna leave it.
We're not. Okay, yeah. I just want you to see it. I want you to get a good look.
Yeah, it's right on the edge.
It's amazing because I just
Right on
found
the
out
edge of the
about these
cliff.
things today. On the edge of the cliff, like
Right
over
here.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
These things, I imagine they're 360, huh?
Probably. Depends on what kind of focal lens it has. This just makes me wonder if they're watching over some kind of operation or something. Like they're doing what is the whiskey stuff? Moonshine. Moonshine or weed.
It's very possible. I'm surprised you saw this. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, like I said, it looks like it was a bunny. And I was like, oh my god, that bunny's about to fall off the hill.
Mhm.
And then it wasn't a bunny. You see the building with the like open window holes on it? I was in there.
Is that directed at me or directed at that?
Just in case they can't hear us. I think it's time we had a chat, don't you? Mr. and Mrs. Camera?
Do you think they're like actively looking at it?
I don't know.
Remember how ours worked a long time ago? It was kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to grab it.
I do too. But
But what? But you're a cop?
no. This is on public property. If you take it, I'll look the other
Listen,
damn way.
come down the hill. Come down the hill and I'll explain why I don't want to take it.
Is it like so? I mean, it's probably gonna break if I grab it, right?
Remington, what me and Flop are going to talk to you about is because... Are you...
That's how I was. 1 second. She's probably trying to get me. Hello, I'm safe. I'm with Fop.
No, Richard.
And dark.
I'm in Poito. Oh, yeah, I'm with Dark too. Okay. Bye. Oh, she's finally delivering me food.
Listen,
Nom nom.
me and Flop are involved in something that we're going to... We won't explain the whole details because the less you know, probably the better. But that camera up there, we don't know whether that's theirs. We know that they've been watching the house, Flop's house, Etta's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know whether that's their camera. If it's not their camera and we take somebody else's camera, then that's just somebody else coming after us, and we don't need that right now. Because if they find out, there's a lot of people that sell drugs up here. Do we really need a criminal group that might be... Because my theory is there's a bunch of people that sell drugs in the town down there. What about if they're using the camera to see if any cops are climbing on the roof of the chicken factory, parking their cop cars up at the back to see if they're getting on the roofs and looking down and trying to snap pictures? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
see,
it's
if
worth it.
Me, and they see me take it, everybody in town knows that I'm a freaking loot goblin. I take everything. You leave it outside, I take it, and it ends up in my front yard. So,
Yeah, but your front
if
yard
someone
is a
confronts
bunch
me
of
about it-
cops' front yard, Remington.
Yeah, and they know that.
And that's
Everybody in
my
town
front
knows
yard, and
my
I don't
yard.
want my house being burned down in the middle of the night because you took a bloody camera.
No, they'll just talk to me and be like, "Hey, Wilmington, we gotta need that." Oh, okay. Because I'm innocent and cute and adorable, and I get away
Okay,
with
listen,
everything.
I understand, but you're asking a lot. Okay, you're
I have some of these
assuming
weed plants in my basement.
kindness. You have what?
I have some of these planter box in our basement
Why?
because I found it.
That's illegal.
What Well, it's not illegal to have a planter box. I mean, we know what they do with it, but there's no, like, plant matter in it. I find stolen jewelry all the time. I found a couple boxes of jewelry. I just left it on our kitchen table for like 2 weeks before somebody finally took it. I get weed all the time.
Hey,
Yeah, our cupboards are full of illegal shit in our house.
that's great. That's just fantastic.
But everybody knows I do it. Which is why, if anyone's going to take it, it should be me. Because then they'll just be like, oh, that's just Remington.
Right.
And if they come and ask me for it back, because it's just me, they will know whose it was.
That's not necessarily untrue. That's sort of a fair statement. Remington,
Hi.
out of just about everybody, at least in Polito, thank you for the roll cash. I'm off duty. Outside of obviously the family and some of the other neighbors, personally, this is outside of everyone else in the house. I'm talking about you specifically. I have a lot of trust in you. And I trust your intuition and your ability to spot indifferences. Also, if we're being completely fair, honest, and reasonable, you also spend a very, I would say, a very liberal portion of your day in Polito.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know what is compromised of mine and Richard's and anybody else under the roof, is how I'm going to put that. But what I do know is that this stalker situation that I sort of gave you the very short detail on earlier uh, is bad. And it's really hard to have the awareness when I can't be up here as often as I'd like to be. And I think that goes for a lot of us.
I know what I want.
Would you ever be interested in I I think the easiest title to put this is PI work.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you what I mean. I want a full dossier of everybody that lives in Polito at every single property. I want photographs of everybody that comes to and from the house during the day while we're not there. I want to see anybody that's going to the neighbors' properties throughout the day, who's delivering what to which houses. If you can get a hold of these cameras, getting security cameras on the property throughout the day as well. I don't know whether that's even possible. License plates of cars that you notice driving around the town too. You were a detective. I saw your work as a detective. I want that, but for us. And I'll give you 10 grand at minimum.
$10,000.
He'll give you 10 and I will add 20 on top of that.
Oh my god.
I'm
That's more
talking
money than I made in the stock market.
this is large scale counterintelligence, okay? We have people watching us. I want you to watch the watchers.
So you just want me to do my thing.
Do your thing. Do what you're good at.
Collapse thing.
If people come up to you, you're just Remington. You're just, picking up trash. You're no one. Completely under wraps.
Don't move, just stay right here.
Yeah.
Just for a
Just
moment.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay?
No, a truck. Yeah, a truck full of people just unloaded, and if we move, we just attract attention.
Oh,
Hey, look, you're doing your job already.
it's already 10 grand.
What? It's the white truck across the street. They all just went to ammunition.
Oh, good. That's comforting.
Anyway,
But
I'm gonna go yoink that camera.
okay, listen, is this something you're interested in, Remington? Because we need someone doing this kind of stuff as soon as possible.
I mean, I am around town all the time.
Sounds like
I
easy
want to help
money.
y'all.
I don't want to force your hand. As much as I want to force your hand and say, God, I would want you over anyone. I mean this. I don't think I personally would want to offer this to anyone other than you. As much as I miss the ever living shit out of you in the PD, and God, I would love you back like yesterday. Um,
Everyone says that.
I'll be honest. Depending on how much you do and you're able to get, I got no problem bringing that to somebody later down the road when this is hopefully all said and done and saying, hey, here's what they can do off duty. Look at the wasted potential and I have them on duty. That's obviously going to mean jack shit, right? But I would absolutely put that vouch forward.
That's if I want to go back.
I wouldn't blame you if you didn't.
You know, I still have a very big problem lingering over my head.
Yes. No, I'm aware, and I want to do whatever I can to help you with that too.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Flop. I'm just gonna be dead serious for a moment.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to kill her.
I don't want to say that I know, but based on what you've told me, it would not surprise me if it had to come down to that.
I tried everything just to make her leave me alone. I don't know if I'm gonna be the one to have to do it myself. I really don't want to have to. But there's a pretty big chance that if she turns up dead, it's probably me. Related. So you keep that in mind. If I have to get tied up in y'all, that could eventually come back to y'all. I mean, not that y'all are involved, but that could affect things. I mean, let Alice know I'm okay. Hey, I'm still talking with Dark and Vop. And Guido. We're like near the chicken factory. But we'll come out and meet you in a second. I'll explain later. Okay. Okay. Absolute worst case, if this takes too long, can you just throw it in the fridge? I thank you. I love you. Bye. Yeah. So,
I will say this, uh, based on what I understand and know, I'm not going to say that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm going to hope that there's some time before that were to ever happen. And I just hope that you would at least be smart about that. But
I mean, I'm gonna try, but I just want
is
you to know that
is Richard caught up with not the details, but who?
I'm
Who
caught up,
specific?
but Moda
Okay.
shouldn't be on the table, Remington.
I don't want it to be. But she's already tried to kill me twice, and she has somebody inside the police department working for her.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Somebody who has a stockpile of early generation